Question number 4, Dr Deborah Russell.
Tēnā koe te monga whare. My question is to the Minister of Finance and asks, what progress, if any, has been made on implementing the government's economic policies?
Mr Speaker.
The Honourable Grant Robertson.
Mr Speaker, excellent progress on a number of fronts which see solid economic growth in the face of some international headwinds. Today I want to talk about our progress in laying the foundations for a transition to a more productive, sustainable and inclusive economy and away from a dependence on housing speculation and a growing population to drive economic growth. This has included, for this government, a range of regulatory and systemic changes, including new legislation and policies to help businesses grow and policies to lift wages so that all New Zealanders benefit from the strong economy.
What regulatory changes is the government making to help progress its economic policies?
Mr Speaker, to make good progress on our economic policies, we did first have to make sure that the underlying regulatory settings would help deliver more productive, sustainable and inclusive growth. For example, today in the House we are modernising the 30-year-old Reserve Bank Act to ensure that our monetary policy framework provides the most efficient and effective model for New Zealand and contributes to sustainable economic growth. We've also introduced changes to the Overseas Investment Act to support fairness in the housing market, and last week the Employment Relations Act changes were passed which ensure a better balance in our workplace relations. These are important foundation actions to support productive, sustainable and inclusive economic growth.
What other work is ongoing to build the foundations for more productive, sustainable and inclusive growth?
Mr Speaker, the Tax Working Group's interim report was delivered earlier this year, outlining the work they're doing to make our tax system fairer and more balanced, and we will receive the final report early next year. We're progressing reform of the State Sector and Public Finance Acts to ensure well-being is embedded and to make sure that government is able to focus on the quality of our economic growth through a well-being approach. And legislation is before the House to close loopholes to even up the playing field for New Zealand retailers and promote productive investment. I look forward to updating the House over the next few days on other areas of economic policy that are contributing to the serious momentum in the New Zealand economy.
Question number 5, the Honourable Judith Collins.
Thank you, Mr Speaker.